A new independent film focuses on a recently widowed mother who is trying to spare her 8-year-old the burden of knowing they are homeless while getting the needed money to secure a place to live. This is I'm Fine, Thanks for Asking.
Can we go home now?
But you love camping. You used to camp with Daddy all the time.
I know, but we didn't camp this long.
Danny, you live on the side of the road in a tent?
She's just a little girl. I don't want her to know this stuff. I can get you the rest soon. I really need this place.
I'm sorry, Danny. It's not enough.
You ain't got to be out here in those skates. You can come with me. There's a little something for you. Make your next move your best move, baby.
Please welcome Kelley Kali and Deon Cole. Hi, guys.
Hey, family. What's up with y'all?
What's up, fam?
Yes. And Kelley, you don't know this yet, but Deon has been on our show, I don't know what, every couple of months during the pandemic. We were sharing some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Ramen noodles.
That's right. And now I see the trailer to the movie. Was that your real car?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say, is that real money? And you got that kind of where you just throwing it out the window like that, because I want to be on that street.
Yeah.
Hey, man, we had to pull all resources, Jack. We had to pull it all together, man. We used everything, our own clothes, cars, everything. We did it all.
Wait, no, that's not really your car, though, is it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, Deon. What? That's peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. What was that?
He's
Still
Deon.
eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and ramen noodles, yes.
Listen, Deon, we love you, but Kelley, welcome to the show. Why don't you tell, yes, because the boys will go on and on and on, so I want to make sure I get you in, girl. So let's talk a little bit more. We're going to have a sister mance while they have their bromances, but
that's what you're gonna have to do.
the film is a character study on single mothers. I can relate to being a single mother, but tell us a little bit more about it and just the premise of it and why it's so special.
So, okay, when this story came about, I went to Deon, who's my writing partner, and my co-director, Angelique Molina, co-producer Roma Kong and Capella Fahum, and said, hey, look, I've got this pressing feeling we need to make a movie, we need to make it now. And so when we started discussing what the subjects would be, or we were looking at the world around us. And one thing that I have been noticing more of in Los Angeles, we already have a huge homeless population, but I was noticing a lot more women on the streets during the pandemic. And another thing that we don't really discuss is the term houselessness. We chose that word on purpose in our description because a lot of us are living from paycheck to paycheck. And this pandemic really showed how paycheck to paycheck a lot of us are. And I know that, like, if it hadn't been for the moratorium in Los Angeles to prevent evictions, a lot more people would be on the streets. And a lot of cities didn't have the luxury of having a moratorium like that. And we wanted to tell this story that's impacting people, not just in the United States, but worldwide.
Right, yes. The struggle of poverty, marginalized communities, you cover that all. And the fact that you're doing this yourself, you're writing it, you're producing it, you're directing it, you're able to tell the story that you really want to tell, and a story that gets overlooked so often.
Absolutely. I know that as a filmmaker, my body of work tends to always have some underlying social issue in it. Same with my co-director, Angelique. And Deon is an activist, as you guys very well know. Even in his stand-up, he always has this middle break where he's lecturing us about about how to be better people and the things in society that we're facing. So we're all, it only made sense for this group of filmmakers to attack a social issue that is facing us all and has yet to be discussed or shown as on film in this manner.
Right. And as Ryan mentioned, you guys all wear so many different hats. Talk about the importance of being so involved in this project.
Definitely. You know, just to shine light, man, on the situation that's going on. You know, I feel as though that maybe we work so much sometimes we don't have the means or time to really, you know, help out like we could. But what we could do is we could spark the minds of those that could help out. you know, and that's what we really wanted to do. You know, one man's trash is another man's treasure. So whatever you can do to help somebody, you know, in these times, definitely do that, you know, which we do. But on top of that, we was like, man, this is a project that needs to be seen. It's a growing culture within itself that's happening right now. And, you know, even in Chicago, like the homeless people in Chicago, houseless people in Chicago is even more brutal than anywhere. I tell people that all the time. I be like, you don't know homeless until you know Chicago homeless, you know, because, man, we got to deal with winters and cold and all of that, you know. So this is something that can touch everybody, man, and at least have people think. You know, we ride by homeless people all the time. So, you know, maybe it'll give you an extra thought when you ride by them, and maybe you'll help them even more, or ask them how they're doing or whatever. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, that brought me.
Very, very, very well said. Kelley, looking at your background, very interesting. So you had an archaeology background, and how did you get into filmmaking?
So yes, I've lived in a tent before, but in a different aspect of that, a much better aspect than this film. Yeah, I went to Howard University. My
You know?
You know? Oh, yeah. Let's get
daughter goes there, so.
Ryan's showing off his black card for y'all.
Yes.
His HBCU knowledge.
You know it? Yes. Oh man, yes. So, because we can get started on all that and all the great stuff going on with HBCUs, but it was an HBCU, Howard University, that I got my degree in archaeology in, and gave me the opportunity to travel around the world. I excavated and lived in the rainforest for months at a time in a tent, excavating ancient Mayan sites. I also had the privilege of excavating Buffalo Soldier sites and giving more insight to our history as African Americans here in the US. But while I was doing archaeology, I'm from Los Angeles, so I grew up around the film industry. So you always have a little spark in you. But I was watching a documentary crew that was on The Dig, and they were struggling with the story and how the archaeology was working and how it was applicable. And I helped them without knowing that I was associate producing. I didn't know what that was. And I helped them structure their film by formulating the questions for the archaeology and getting to the through line of the story. And then that film went on to win all these awards. And I was like, no, wait a second, maybe.
Well, speaking of awards, we cannot let you guys both go without saying congratulations to Deon, up for 2 NAACP awards. We rooting for you here in the Shy.
Yes.
Thank you so much, man. And to anybody who sees this, if you have anything to do with the NAACP, thank you so much. Thank you for anybody who thought of me, anybody who voted for me. And if you're still voting, please do. Thank you so much, man.
All right. And both of you come see us in Chicago when you can, okay? It's getting better.
We will, man. Thank you so much, Ryan and Val.
All right. All the best with the film. It's called I'm Fine. Thanks for asking. It opens at South by Southwest on March 17th. Check it out. And to find out more, head to I'mFineThanksForAsking.com and follow them on Instagram.